It's your girly girl Bean. Alrighty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girly girl Bean, and today I'm gonna be curling my hair. I feel like I usually just kind of default to straightening it and then just letting it look like crazy. And I'm supposed to be going to do my little sister's hair today, so I kind of want to do something for myself a little bit too. I'm supposed to be meeting with a long time old friend tomorrow for coffee, and I don't want to look like too try hard, like fresh ringlets. I don't know, I just want it to be like by tomorrow the curls will really just drop and they'll be loose and more like effortless and not so try hard. I've already done my heat protectant. Ooh, see, what am I doing wrong? Can you explain to me? America, explain. Okay, so I presume this just doesn't look like it's fully covered, is it? Thing? Yeah, so I'm just gonna be curling my hair today. Life has been lifing, certainly, and I just for once feel like I want to, I guess, look a little more put together. And it's been a really long time since I've curled my hair, so honestly, I barely, like, obviously I don't even get it. Which is stupid because my own hair is curly, so I will say I am sitting here finding myself wondering why I don't just have my natural hair out if I'm trying to do this anyway. But you know, sometimes you just want to try something a little bit different, okay? I'm always just styling it the same 2-3 ways, and I just want to try something different. I'm not sure how long I'm supposed to keep it in this. See, that looks literally terrible. I'm trying out my like high school get ready with me routine. I am a couple months from 28, so it's obviously been quite some time since I've been out of high school, but I feel like back then so something's up with this curling iron that it kind of sucks. and it's only making it wavy. Like, should I do a flat iron? I don't know. Maybe if I try to do smaller sections. I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. This was the way I used to do it. This is a very old curling iron as well, so maybe that's why it's not the greatest. I'm just not trying to leave it on my hair for, you know, like 20 minutes or anything like that, but it's really not like curling very well. Also just doesn't really feel very hot in my honest opinion. So it's just this year I want to try to really stick with, you know, somewhat of a routine, I guess. I just want to feel a little bit better about myself and not project the energy I give people, like that I give off. I just don't want the energy that I give off to truly give off struggle mode, difficult times. I'm so scared of like burning my edges. Oh, see? See, now this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about. I've just been having such a hard time lately. I like can't even look you guys in the eye because I'm trying to say it with my chest, but things have just not really been going so great lately. And I feel like I'm not somebody who likes to really give a lot of information in regards to personal things going on, because at the end of the day we're all dealing with our own issues. Sorry if I just have my like hand in front of my mouth. We're all going through our own issues, and I 100% understand that like the things I have going on probably cannot even hold a candle to what some other people might be having going on in their life as well. But I guess it's all just subjective. Do you see how terrible that curl looked? I just tried to hide it. I just tried to put it away. I was like, forget about that. Now what's gonna be difficult is my undercut, because she's a whole different length. Suddenly, I can't even talk to you guys because my lips are so fucking dry. Like, I'm so embarrassed. Don't worry, I'll fix that up later. I'm just so like mortified. I'm like, my lips are flaking off since I was like 12. I had a Korean pen pal and she introduced me to some of the music, specifically Wrong Number by TVXQ. You got the wrong number, so don't call me no more. Freaking like air freshener sprayer thing. It's been spraying dreams for like the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I have replacements, I just haven't done it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Man, I just be getting off track sometimes. But, oh my god. See, I still haven't quite perfected how long I need to hold this in for it to curl. And even when some of them come out like not really great, it's okay because it kind of just blends in. And this is just the bottom, so we'll obviously be a little bit more exact with the top. But isn't this like kind of giving, like, do you remember? Do you remember? Marcy, what do you have? I don't know if this thing just keeps blinking. I don't know if this curling iron just doesn't work. I really feel like I almost could get better curls with a flat iron. And I used to use a flat iron as well though, so maybe I could. I don't know. I think I'm just not leaving it on long enough. It seems like it's not getting up to temp. So I'm kind of trying to just get back into my hobbies and interests that I essentially feel like were robbed from me by depression over that time period. I really was saying to, talking about this with my sister the other day, that I feel like I genuinely did not think that I'd be, not to be grim, I guess, trigger warning, I genuinely did not think that I was gonna make it to this point. And I was like, you know, really not doing well for a really long time. And I feel like being here now and, you know, having a house, having a job, having pets, living life, doing YouTube, which is something I always wanted to do, but I just feel like the mental space I was in, I just never had the capacity. Like, I went through life for a while, literally like an NPC. Like, I just had, I had like memorized lines for work that I would just come up with to essentially autopilot through my day and not actually have to like truly socially interact, and just essentially pretending like I wasn't really a real person in my day-to-day. And as you can see, that's kind of manifested into an aversion to leaving my house, so an aversion to going anywhere, socializing. But I'm actually, like I said, going to meet a friend for coffee tomorrow, which is crazy. Like, I know it sounds so dumb, but like, I don't do that. So I'm really excited, but also I'm really anxious because I know, well, you know, you trick yourself, you think like you can't do it. Oh, that's not me, I don't do that, I'm scared of blah blah blah, and this and that can happen. And it's like literally whatever. Do what normal people do. Like, normal people go and get coffee. Normal people, you know, can go and get groceries. Like, I don't have to be like everybody else in every facet of life, but it would be nice to be less fearful to just simply be alive. Like, I'm terrified of being alive. I'm so happy that I'm here and that, you know, through all the stuff, like I said, I'm still existing. There's so many things that I love, that I do love about being alive. Just lately, things are not so great. It's okay, dude. It's cool. See, I feel like I'm going over the same pieces because they ain't curling. I don't want to like completely mess my hair up. But one thing that I've learned over the many years, that obviously I care about my hair's health, don't get me wrong. I haven't dyed it since, you know, in almost a decade, probably like at least 7 years, 8 years since the last time I put little highlights in it, and the last time I truly dyed it like all over was in high school. So this is my natural color. Feels like I've fallen off and I've just become complacent in life. I don't care what I look like, I don't care what I do, I don't care where I go. I've just become like a really I don't care ass bitch, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I've always had a pretty poor self-image, so I feel like I just kind of want to finally break out of that before I'm 30. Like, how hard is it to just at some point, like really at no point in all of this time have I seen, has it seemed like I've cracked the code? And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to find myself. Alright, so when I brush them, they get like a softer wave. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, I feel like I just kind of want to do a little something, you know? Just a little. Oh. I missed not like the EDs and all that. I struggled pretty badly with bullying when I was younger. Oh my god, like, is that too much for you too? Okay. We'll cut that out. I mean, honestly, I'm just honest about it. I'm not gonna lie, it's something that I'm not very proud of, but because some of the decisions that I was making at that time really impacted me even into adulthood, I kind of feel like it's important to acknowledge the things that you do when you're younger, just so that, you know, sometimes the younger generation can see, like, it's not all glamorized and aesthetic and thigh gaps and fishnets and eyeliner. Like, there were a lot of really bad things going on for a lot of people mentally, and you know, these are very real things that seem to not have gone out of fashion, because I feel like one of the issues is it just keeps coming into fashion. Do you know what I mean? Like, we go through waiting periods of body positivity, and then, you know, I fall into this, it seems time and time again, where it's not that I think I've just built up the habit for so long that it's kind of hard to get out of your brain once you've wired your brain that way. So I'm used to, I don't really often get the sensation of hunger, which might be why this happens for me. But as an adult, one of my biggest goals now, as an adult, I've been an adult for years, obviously, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But as an adult, I feel like I really am working to eat more than one time a day. And this is not, you know, again, trigger warning! Trigger warning, but I'm just trying to educate, you know, and just have a discussion for people who might have also had the same issue. I'm not saying that it's Tumblr's fault that a lot of people had these conditions, but I will definitely say that for someone like me who was struggling with it and didn't really have many friends at the time, or, you know, feel comfortable with talking about things like that, even as an adult, I still get a little bit embarrassed, even when people happen to make a comment about like self, or like even talking about it, like I just get so I just feel uncomfortable when I get comments about it. But it's like, why are you embarrassed, girl? Like, you were going through life, you were navigating life essentially on your own, and from a young age, I just felt really disconnected from everything, I guess. I'm just like rambling on to you guys about stuff. You're probably like, I don't even know who you are. Like, what do you mean? You know? Oh, isn't that a little cutie? Yeah, as you can see, this is not really doing much of anything, but I'm going for the softer look today, okay? We're inspired by my old vibes, my cutie girl vibes before everybody bullied me. I'm just trying to heal myself and give myself all the things that I've wanted that I never could have, okay? I'm not trying to overconsume, of course. I'm fucking broke, so I can't overconsume. I physically can't. I literally financially can't. Okay, so I curled it a bit, kind of more of a wave, because like I said, I think that curling iron is broken because my hair never felt hot. And while that's good because I didn't want to like torch my hair, it definitely made it that the curls are not very, you know, curly. I am going to apply this OGX argan oil to the ends. It's a dry oil mist. I use this one for when my hair is straight specifically, obviously, because if it's a really heavy oil, it'll make my hair start to curl. And this also smells really good and helps kind of with that like flat iron toasty smell. This really helps with making my hair really shine when I have this kind of style without weighing it down, because obviously when I have it straightened and I put in, like, for example, this herbal oil, it's really heavy for my hair. And I think this just kind of really helps. Now, obviously, over time, these curls are gonna drop a bit. So hopefully it'll be just a nice natural wave for when I go to get coffee with my friend tomorrow afternoon. But I'm just trying to glow up a little before then. I think going to meet with a friend who I've known for such a long time but hasn't seen me, you know, for most of my adult life. Like, I've known her since I was 4, but I haven't seen her since I was in my early 20s. I'm not trying to show up with my lips looking like this. So I just wanna, you know, spruce my look up a bit. And I'm just trying to get some volume because I'm not really someone who likes to have the bone straight look. Usually when I straighten my hair, I immediately will put it like in a bun when it's still warm, or style it in a bun at night, or in some kind of a wrap, so that it's not just like, I don't do the, you know, brush around to keep it like preserved, like, you know, boneless. I like to have a little bit of volume, and I feel that when I straighten it, it's just too, and I've got a big head, so having like really bone straight hair, I feel like just exaggerates the size of my head. I don't know. I've got a big head. Trust me, I do. I really do. So this is kind of where we're going right now with this. I do have to go to my mom's in a while because I'm gonna go do my sister's hair, my little sister. So I thought that I would just practice on myself a little bit since I haven't, ooh, I almost fell again, since I haven't really done any hair tools. Hold on, so that I can like save myself the embarrassment. Let me just slap a little something on this so we don't gotta look at it like this. I'm about to go do a sugar scrub, but since I'm talking, I didn't want to be looking all crispy and crunchy. So, in terms of what I'm gonna do face-wise, when I go to visit my mom, I'm just gonna moisturize. I probably should trim up my brows a little bit because they grow so fast. And I gotta comb them because like they're so long and they just get all out of place. They really do, they get all out of place. So like, we'll see what I end up doing. All right, but this is the hair. I've got some other things I need to do, but this is kind of where I was starting because I've just been really letting myself look a mess, and I'm inspired by the people that I've been watching to just try and glow up this year. I told myself that I was gonna do it, but then so far I haven't done anything to actually do that. I did take my braids out and give myself a good head wash because, you know, but this is where we're at right now, and I'm gonna go, I don't know, I might have another coffee. I probably should have a water, but I also need to get dressed, take my dogs out again. I feel like I'm running out of hours of the day. Okay, and now that it's done, I twisted it back. And I'll do the same thing to the other half, but I'll show you how I did it so that the curls will set while I'm doing my chores and other things. So I just kind of take them in the, you know, curls that they're forming in, and I just start adding more hair until it's all twisted in. Just keeping it in the direction of the curls. And then I spin that around. And then you'll see when I take it out, it's gonna be, you know, still in that kind of curly vibe. So now I'm gonna loosen this a little bit because I feel like this is just gonna tug on it. Oh, I think I didn't really do this one so good. But you see what I mean? Then when I take it out, it's still in that curl. So I'm gonna let this part drop a little bit and then do the curl, the twist around. Usually I like to use bobby pins for this, but I have no idea where any of my bobby pins are because I like it to just be pinned down instead of like smushed in a hair tie. But we did what we could today with what we had. And then it kind of looks like this weird thing for a while, but once we let it back out, you'll get the vibe. And then this little piece is coming down here, but that's okay. Just sneak that back. And you know, honestly, I don't really feel like trimming up my brows. I feel like they're still okay. They just need some like fill-ins to make it more even. And then I do need to, I feel like I never know what to do with my baby hairs because they're not long enough to really straighten, but then when I do try to press them a little bit, they just get really crazy and all over the place. I don't know. All right. BRB. See, that looks literally terrible.